sholoanabangaliana.com, and Priya Entertainment has organized an exhibition here to celebrate the 100 years of cinema. So today we are speaking to Dadullah about the same. So Dadullah, tell us about your thought process of organizing this exhibition. Eta Kano and Ki.
See, there was this two very young guys who were from Shonarpur, that Baripur belt. So they had approached me. Luckily for me, I'm a little more approachable than most of the others. So they had approached me, they came to my office that we are painters and we've done some painting on the celebrating 100 years of Indian cinema. For them it's Bangla cinema. Can we find a scope of getting people to see it? So I said, I think the best location where you really don't have to tom-tom about it and still people see it and word of mouth goes out is probably the theatre. So why don't you put it up here? We'll do it in Priya for a week, 10 days, then we'll take it to Bioscope Access Mall for a week, 10 days, and if required, we can bring it back to Priya and keep it. Put your price tags on it, put your serial numbers on it. If people like it, they'll get in touch and you'll also earn some money. So they said absolutely okay, and here it is today.
So apart from this, Dadullah, what else are you doing to promote such new talents? You know, painters and musicians probably.
See, there's not much I can do where musicians etc. are concerned, because I'm not into production. If I was into production, probably I would have always taken new faces.
Right.
Someone who's done more than 3 or 4 films, I would have probably not touched, unless I was not confident of my own script or of my own work. I would have always tried to give scope to new talent, because that enriches the industry. But things like this, painting or theatre, or let's say giving scope to dancers on my various complexes when we have programs, I talk to people that please take out a 10-minute slot. I want so and so to dance, or I want so and so to sing, or I want so and so to do a little bit of abriti. Those little bits we keep doing whenever we can. Right? There are programs happening throughout all of my complexes, because we all have even my multiplexes have a scope for performing arts, because one of our auditoriums are always it has a stage with the light and with the sound for theatre, musical conference, etc. So whenever we organize something there, I try and see that some new people do perform.
Right. And one thing I've seen, Dadullah, your love for wildlife. You know, we generally keep on seeing your pictures with you know, some crazy locations. You're there, you're with the wild, in the wild. So what's your next outing, maybe your next adventure trip?
The next one, I don't know. There was meant to be this trip to South Africa for the shooting of this Chade Pahad. So I thought I'll go for 7 days, go to Kruger for a while, and then there is one pending in outside Miami. There's one pending there, which last couple of years we've been thinking of doing it, but getting cancelled. But my favorite season of the year is coming, that is winter, where my favorite forests are the Indian forests, and especially this up in the hills, the Himalayas. So there will be quite a few coming. November I should be Corbett side, February also I should be in the hills. So I'm looking forward to it.
And we are looking forward to your Facebook posts,
yes,
rather.
They'll come.
And another big thing, Madras Cafe. So how did that come about, and your experience of working in that?
Madras Cafe was, I think, it just happened, because it was a party going on, and after the second drink, Shrijit tapped me on the shoulder and said, "So I looked, I said, just then Nicky Dona was still the talk of the town. So I said, absolute pleasure. Then after a month or so, he called me up and said, send me a photograph of yours in fatigues, if you have, and with Gandhi Chashma. So I said, fine. I had some photographs taken by a friend of mine called Dev Satpathy. He took the photographs and I sent it across by mail. Message came back, fantastic. A month after, I got a call again saying that this is the film, you're going to do this character. So I said, fine. And the rest, I think everybody knows now.
Definitely. So after Madras Cafe, any more Bollywood projects that you're looking forward to?
No, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. It's at the end of the day, it's a director has to see me on screen, match the character which he's got in the script, and if he thinks I can handle it, I'm very happy to.
And your next Tollywood projects, if you could...
Yes, there's one Raja Sen's coming, which is done, which I've just completed, called Khacha. There are a couple more which is probably starting in September. One is a South Indian director who's made a film which did very well in South India. So now he wants to do that in Bengali.
That's interesting.
So his name is Gopi. So he's come and we shoot second half of September.
Wonderful. And one more thing is I wanted to ask, nowadays what is happening is Bengali films are being taken up, by Bollywood producers like we
Thank
know
God.
Bhuter Bhovishot and Shabdo. It's definitely big. So what do you have to say about the future of Bengali cinema?
See, the future of Bengali cinema is always bright as long as it's the urban genre pictures. I'm quite critical on the commercial pictures because I somehow don't think yes, they might be money spinners for the industry, but I don't think they match the genre of Bangla cinema, what Bangla cinema is known for over the years throughout and internationally also. So now that this genre is doing well, it's a great thing and now that it's being actually replicated or copied nationally, it's something that means we are probably on the right track.
Right track. Perfect. Thank you so much for being with us,
Pleasure.
Dadul sir.
Pleasure.